I'm going to read an excerpt from my first novel. It's called Silk or Sugar, and it's going to be released later this month. Silk or Sugar is a story of love so powerful it defeats Napoleon Bonaparte. Loire Valley, France, May of 1803. Janine de Fleury grasps the coach door handle and willed her thumping heart to quiet. The death of Madame Darcy aboard ship had left her without a chaperone. But desperate times required reckless action. She must see Chateau Fleury. The huge iron gate and the curved driveway veiled her view of her beloved ancestral home. Finally home again. What would she find there? Bitter, sweet memories and money needed for her dowry. Mademoiselle, shall I wait? The coachman asked after opening the door for her. Please open the gate and take me to the house. She handed him the larger of two sturdy iron keys. After several attempts, he returned and thrust the key toward her. This doesn't fit. Do you have another one? Her head bowed. No, I don't, she said in a small voice. Where to now? The man asked. Back to town. Janine's optimism faltered as she gazed at out the carriage window at the many burned-out chateaus, abandoned coaches, and battered remains of churches. Some forests were devoid of mature trees. Those that remained were spindly, new-growth trees. Stop, I'll get out here, Janine instructed the driver as they circled the town square. Emotions of the frightening night so long ago lashed at her heart as she approached the house with the blue paneled door. The moment of truth was at hand. The dwelling looked as she remembered it and gave little evidence of the revolution. But would she find the Tremeaus still living there? With a lump in her throat, she tapped on the door, receiving no response. In desperation, she knocked again and again. Inside the cottage, Colonel Etienne Tremeau looked up, irritated at the persistent knocking. With reluctance, he replaced his quill in its holder, rose, and giving his chair a shove, went to the door. Orders from Bonaparte, the handsome sun-bronzed soldier of the French Republican Army muttered on his way. Unlatching the door, he peered through the open crack. His heart pounded and his long legs almost buckled when he glimpsed the unforgettable and beguiling gold-flecked eyes of Janine de Fleury. Quickly donning his emotional armor, he pushed the door open and then crossed his arms. You're out of your mind daring to come here. For what? My help with your royal espionage? Etienne said with a sneer. Janine stepped back, her eyes flashing with indignation. I am not a spy, nor here on behalf of anyone besides myself. I am here to settle estate matters at Chateau Fleury, to fulfill my dowry in the marriage contract. Marriage contract, dowry, and goodness knows what else. Etienne's words were bitter as he stepped onto the porch and lashed out. You aristos haven't changed, always selfish and greedy. You do not belong in the Republic.